Hi guys, my name is Hina, aka the Crazy Cat Writer, aka the Reading Bud, and I am starting a new series today, which is called Book Reviews with the Reading Bud. That is me. In this series, I'm going to be reviewing books that have a lot of substance, which are really good, which if you read very few books in a year, then you can just simply go for them. So, the first book that I wanted to review for this series is a very special book, and it has so much social significance in today's world, especially in our country, that I thought that this book had to be it had to be the first book that I review for this amazing new series. It's amazing because I'm doing it. So, the first book that I will be reviewing for this series is 40 Years to Life by Brenda Bradford. So, it has taken me such a long time to be able to review this book because this book has so much information. This book chronicles the life of the author who was a suppressing transgendered for over 40 years. And the author has done a brilliant job in chronicling each and every single episode from her life that has possibly affected her life as a suppressing transgendered person. And reading this book was a very, very, very difficult task in itself, but the author has done a fabulous job in putting forward a story that will not only make you rethink about everything that you've ever known or you think that you've known your entire life about transgendered community, but also want to do so much for a community that really needs representation. So I read this book and I literally did not have any clue what I would be reading about. And obviously, like anyone else, I had these misconceptions that had been fed to me since my childhood about transgendered people, especially living in a country where there is a very distinct status that has been given to this community, and yet we are so scared about talking about them, about their lives, and it's still considered a taboo to even see them as normal human beings. So it's just a very eye-opening read. I would say this book is a must read for anyone living anywhere, but especially in India, because this book covers a lot of ground, guys. It talks about a lot of things that we do not even know about. There are so many things, and the concept of gender identity conflict literally blew my mind because, as someone who takes a lot of interest in psychology, I had no idea that there is something known as a gender identity and that all of us have it. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy or anyone, we all have it, and it has a lot of influence, or I would say it is the thing that decides or that influences single-handedly our partner preferences, and whether we are heterogendered, homogendered. And it is not the physical sex that decides it, it is the gender identity that decides it. And how important identifying a child's gender identity is, and how, this book is so good, guys. I cannot sing enough praises for it, and I cannot possibly describe what this book contains in its pages because this book has to be experienced. Apart from talking about her experiences and her own story of coming out and embracing her feminine side and going through the transition and finally accepting her gender identity. The author also clears a lot of doubts and a lot of misconceptions, and she covers a lot of ground, guys, because this book talks about a lot of stuff, and I literally have a list of stuff that this book talks about, and I'm just gonna quickly read this list because you guys need to know what this book has before you guys get it. This book talks about gender ambiguity, gender fluidity, that is the principle of gender fluidity, gender identity, which determines the real sex of a person, gender identity expression or the gender expression, which determines the gender. So basically, there's also the difference between sex and gender of a person. And then there's the partner preferences and how exactly gender plays a role in a person's partner preference. And then male to female women, female to male men, transgendered condition overall, and everything that it includes. Then there's also a beautiful detailed description about a suppressing transgendered person versus a transitioned transgendered person. And that is what makes this book so beautiful, guys. This book is amazing. It's gut-wrenching, it's eye-opening, it's, in one word, it is simply incredible, guys. This book deserves reading, guys. Reading. This book's price point is a bit on a higher side, but it's totally worth it. It's about 1,000 or 1,100, but you do get this book in one and a half days. Do read this book, guys. You will not regret buying this book. I cannot recommend this book enough, and I would suggest getting a physical copy because you will be going through so many things so many times, and you'll be making a lot of notes, and you need this in your personal library, whether if it's just a very small collection, but you do need this because if you have it in your house, chances are someone will see it and someone else will pick it up and read it, and we do need to spread awareness about this, guys. So do have this in your house. This is a beautiful book and everyone needs to read it, especially in India. So this is a beautiful book, guys. Read it. Thanks a lot for watching this video, and if there's any book that you really loved or really hated, then do let me know in the comments below, and I will give it a read and I will review it for this new series. So I'll take your leave, guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.